Hello everyone, so this book review is on Olive Kitteridge by Elizabeth Strout, and I have to say, even though it's a Pulitzer Prize winner, I was a little anxious when I picked up this book as I wasn't 100% sure it was my kind of thing. The description of the book, the back cover text, made it sound a little romantic, a little whimsical, for it follows Olive Kitteridge, a retired school teacher in a coastal town in Maine, and it sort of looks at the lives that Olive touches and her struggles as she gets older. And I thought maybe this might be a little too upbeat and sort of rosy for me. I couldn't have been more wrong, for this book is an absolutely extraordinary examination of the disappointments and the compromises we have in life. Such powerful themes and so brilliantly executed by Elizabeth Strout. For what's really fascinating about this book is that Olive Kitteridge is not a sympathetic character. Yes, she's a retired school teacher, but she is a gruff lady that many people in the town really want to avoid. There are hints of mental illness, and certainly Elizabeth Strout writes her as a very complicated character, one that some people are drawn to and others pull back from. As this novel is actually written, it's actually written as a collection of short stories. For what Elizabeth has done is, rather than write the whole book from Olive's point of view, she has taken this small community in Maine and she's collected short stories about a whole variety of the inhabitants and the visitors to the town. Sometimes they're from Olive's viewpoint and sometimes they're not. Sometimes Olive's a main character in the story. Sometimes you just get a hint of the influence that she's had in these people's lives, for good or for bad. And that's what really gives this book power. It is a completely 360-degree view of humanity, of a town, of a community, and all the positives and the secrets that people hide as well. So all the communal joy and the traditions such as marriage and parties and retirements, but also what people keep hidden inside them and sort of the secrets of the town, the tragedies, both personal and on a community level. I found Olive Kitteridge to be immensely powerful book. I was completely blown away with it, and there were points where I was actually quite choked up. This is very touching in its way of people who are lonely, whether they be in marriages, in families, or genuinely physically isolated away from their community. It's also about the burden of history, what we carry from our childhoods into our adulthood, and also the complications about who we love and who we don't love and how those things aren't always immediately obvious. This is a book about life, and it's told in such a brilliantly profound and emotional way. I was absolutely blown away by Olive Kitteridge, and I love the fact that these little short stories, for those of us who perhaps commute or have to put down a book and pick it up again, this book is quite easy to do that because of its short story format. However, I just read it straight through, and I really got a powerful sense of these collection of people who in an ordinary town would seem very friendly and run-of-the-mill if you met them, but like all of us in life, everything's a bit more complicated than that. I would wholeheartedly recommend this. Olive Kitteridge by Elizabeth Strout. Beautiful.